的邀请咱的宣宣助理甲咱储备指导。Now let us invite our sister Shuan for her compassionate guidance.
各位好，阿弥，感谢天恩师德，感谢祖师皇叔，感谢咱的师尊师庙的代表，咱的长老前人、元前人，搁感谢咱的领导点传师，总领导点传师、领导点传师，甲所有的点传师的栽培，今仔暗休学，才有一个机会能够来学习。也搁感谢各位今仔暗入来 Zoom 参加咱的开班的各位前贤，各位好暗。Tonight, we are very grateful to our heavenly grace and the teacher's virtues, and we have to be thankful to our 师尊师母, to our 领导点传师,总领导点传师, 领导点传师, and to all the 点传师 for their guidance, and to all who are here tonight. We're very thankful that I'm given tonight this chance to learn and to practice tonight. So tonight we are going to go back again to our 15 rules and Buddha rules and the regulations. Kinaamlan ko like kang lan et sabdo tiao hut kui. So ito yung dit na liking ukong te it tiao lo. So kinalan like kong kai si te di tiao. Te di tiao si zun qian ti ho, zun qian pe hyo. The second item in our 15 Buddha rules is to respect the seniors and to mentor the novice. 咱先来讲些什么是尊前。尊前就是尊前就是迄个内面的前，就是咱的前贤。咱应该着尊敬因，咱着尊崇因。咱每一项代志要做之前，都着互咱的怀前贤知影，说咱有想要做什么，有要计划要做什么，互因知影。了，咱对因也是有关心、体谅。So, when we say 尊前 is to respect our elders. So, when we say we respect our elders, we have to before we do anything, we have to ask advice from them, ask permission from them, and also to let them know what we are planning to do, what we are about to do, so that they can know that what is in line. And then we have to also take care of them and be mindful of everything around them, so that anything that they need, we can offer our help. So, 什么人才有法人互人叫做是前贤？伊这是老师讲的，伊说德行有够的。智慧悬的，言行一致的，有法人互人做标杆的，有法人引导众生人的，所以才有法人互人叫做是前贤。咱讲德行悬的，德行有够的，就是说伊已经有修道，有明理，逐项代志对毋对，即项代志有拄好，也无拄好。有伫有够伫礼数内面无，还是无？种个人，伊若有法人分好甲歹，对毋对？所以人咱都会做你家当做叫做是咱的前贤。若讲说是智慧悬的，智慧甲聪明是无相同。一个人若读也侪册，咱会做说伊是一个也聪明的人。伊兼说是读到博士，还是搁较悬的。毋过一个人搁较偌聪明，都无法人甲一个有智慧的人比。所以一个有智慧的人，咱也是着叫伊做前贤。再搁一个人若伊讲的话，甲伊咧做有相同，一个人咱有法人学伊，咱有法人缀伊去行，咱有法人找伊来做咱的标准。伊做代志。甲伊咧讲的相同，咱有法人缀伊，了则佫有法人领导人的，有法人引导众人的。伊一个人有做代志， 拄好有法人讲出来就有做到，所以有法人互别人伊有服众，大家要缀伊，伊讲一句，人就会缀伊去行。一个人有法人互人叫做是真贤，所以这个毋是说每一个人都着说，这个是点传师，这个是讲师，这个是也早就修道求道的人，咱才着尊敬。农场的人，就算是毋是道场的人，因若有够有德行权、有智慧，佫言行一致，所以人咱农场所记着都是会做咧互人叫做是真贤的。所以有的道亲，伊虽然求道比咱较晚，毋过伊比咱咧学伊比咱咧学道场的代志，甲咧学道理，还是伊比咱明理佫较紧，伊咧学代志比咱较紧，而且伊咧做代志也是逐项学也紧就会明白。这个人虽然伊比咱较招喜，还是伊比咱较晚修道，咱嘛是着叫伊做真贤。有一个 example 就是咱的长老前人。长老前人伊早起求着道，迄下晡迄日听了三宝后，伊就按明理咯，伊就按决定说伊要清口咯，所以无几个日后，伊就已经是一个点传师咯，所以大家修道，大家道亲虽然比伊佫较早求道，比伊佫较早修道的嘛着乖乖叫伊一句点传师，嘛是着尊敬伊。所以这个无法人讲说是咱上较早求道，还是上较早伫天命迄个人，才是叫做前贤。So tonight we are going to discuss about who is to be called as the mentor. So here it says that those who are virtuous, those with wisdom, those who speaks and acts as one and are sufficient to be made as examples of their followers, and those who can lead people. So when a person has good virtues, he has cultivated and he has studied a lot, and he knows what is right and what is wrong. He knows what can be done and what cannot be done. This person, we can call him as our senior. And those with wisdom, we have to know that wisdom is different from knowledge. When a person is knowledgeable, he might be a master, he might be a doctorate, but if this person cannot differ right from wrong, he is still a person without wisdom. So we have to look, if these people has wisdom, these people we can call them as our seniors, and we have to respect them. And also those people who can speak and then can also act out what they have spoken. These are so they are sufficient enough for us to be set as an example to their followers. If a person only speaks and only commands, and he does not do what he has spoken or what he has told others to do, they are not worth to be called a senior. And also the last is those who can lead people. If this also correlates with the previous item, that if you speak and act what you are saying, people will really follow you and will be willing to do what you are requesting them to do. One example of this is that when a person receives Tao later than us, and he is maybe younger than we are, but after he received Tao, he is very quick and very fast in learning and understanding Tao and be enlightened. He is very fast in his temple works. He knows what to do. He knows what he should do during his cultivation faster than us. These people, we have to consider them also our seniors. We do not say that you are younger than I am, you learn Tao later than we are, you can never be our senior. and one example is our 张老前人. 张老前人, the day when he received Tao, after he heard the three treasures, he understood the meaning of Tao, and that night he vowed to be a vegetarian. He never ate any animal products from that day on. So after a few months, he already became a Tianchuan Si. So this is a very的代志来做一个example， 咱要做什么？咱要叫人做代志，咱家己就先去做。你只个说，咱的知识不如作则，咱一项代志若看起人做无好势，咱啊去讲人，也不如说咱家己去做，互伊看，安尼人也搁较会看起说伊做啥物毋对，咱会一直甲人讲说你毋对，你毋对，人不但会生气，有诶搁会全无要来到道场。所以，若人做毋对，咱最好是用咱家己去做一个做，互伊做出来，互别人看说应该是怎啊做才是对诶。而且埋怨不如体谅，人若做无好，做无够，咱若一直埋怨，一直讲说，哎，这个人咱无要。咱教袂来啊！一个人咱无要较努力咧啊！咱不如说，咱体谅伊，咱替伊做，咱会想说，嫌且一个人今仔日真无闲，一个人嫌且也做代志，咱体谅伊，咱就袂生气，咱会也欢喜的去帮助一个人。所以咱要要求人，不如咱付出；咱要要求别人做，不如咱家己付出，咱家己去做，互人看。落尾一个是一视同仁，咱对每一个道亲都着相同，毋通说一个我较好，我较介意较做咧，还是一个因兜做大生意，安尼我甲伊较好咧，一个袂做咧。所以每一个人来伫道场，咱都着看因做是相同诶。咱有一个咱有一个电传师。这个是咱的蔡电传师的学校，伊是头伊伫台湾，伊咧听道理的时，每一摆开班听道理，伊都是咧I-Kuan，伊都是咧读面，所以有的道亲会讲咱的蔡前辈说，这个道亲定定咧读面啊，咱要怎啊？但定无伊定来都无咧听道理啊。咱的蔡前辈也自闭，伊说袂要紧啊，伊有来就好。伊若要困，互伊去困。伊虽然身躯咧困，毋过伊的灵性是有咧听的。伊说到我一日搭，伊道理伊咧困，毋过伊困听道理，伊若听到夜落一日，伊自然会醒起来。这是一个道亲落尾，就是伫咱美国吴典传师、吴仲祥典传师，这个道亲另外伫台湾是。咧做米粉生意的，所以咱的蔡前辈就是去甲伊卖，蔡前辈咧做米食，伊就去甲伊去卖伊的米粉，因为伊就是要成全一个道亲。虽然说这个道亲的米粉价格逐摆比别人搁较贵，咱的蔡前辈嘛是一直去甲伊卖，因为每一家去甲伊买，伊就有法人去成全伊。所以咱的蔡前辈大家说讨别人趁，不如讨咱的道亲趁。咱若讨别人趁较少，讨咱家己的道亲趁较侪，嘛也阁是去咱的道亲趁去。所以伊虽然大家卖较贵，咱的前辈为着要成全伊，嘛是定定原在阁去家卖。一个电传师是咱属母的田电传师沙巴的一个电传师。这个电传师落尾伫美国，就是伊 接咱的掌团电传师的道母的。所以这个电传师头是常常咧爱困，落尾伊做老电传师，法定个月10月才加薪。所以咱袂做咧说一个道亲常常无咧注意，一个道亲常常做代志做毋对，一个道亲常常无咧学教也在背，即袂晓，一个道亲常常咧拄面，咱无按插伊咯。所以这个咱看咱的蔡前辈，就是知影说，咱袂做你安尼想。凊彩一个道亲，伊若来到道场，伊都是有法人学加减，伊也是豆会学起来。So here we talk about how to mentor our followers. The T is to mentor them, to help them, to guide them, and the Ho is our followers. So how do we mentor the novices? Number one, we have to set example, set a good example with one's own conduct. It is better to set the example than to criticize. It is better to show understanding and sympathy than to complain. It is better to give than to demand. So instead of complaining that that other members are not doing very well or they are not giving their best, we have to set example, do it ourselves, and let them see how things were done. So after they see how we do things, they may little by little learn what is the right way to do. So instead of criticizing them or scolding other people, we have to understand them that maybe this Taochin of ours is tired from work, or maybe he cannot understand what he was told to do. So we have to understand them and do not demand from others, because when we demand, others will not always listen to us. So number 2 here is to treat everybody equally without criticism. We should not criticize any of our members, even those who cannot perform very well or those who are not always attending our lectures or temple duties. One example is our Cai Tian Chuan Si. He has one member under him who at first was his supplier of flour. Because our Cai Tian Chuan Si was making, he always needed to buy flour. So he wanted to help this friend to become a Tao member and to cultivate. So every time, even though this person sells flour to him in a higher price than other suppliers, our Cai Tian Chuan Si still goes to him every time when he needs to buy flour, because he wanted to take the chances that when he buys from him, he has the chance to mentor him and to help him and to encourage him to be a cultivator. So later he was invited indeed to listen to lectures in the temple, but other members were complaining that this member always sleeping during lectures. When lecture begins, he will start to sleep. So everyone was complaining to our Cai Qianpei, but our Cai Qianpei was very merciful and compassionate that he told everybody, let him alone. If he sleeps, let him sleep. At least he is here in the temple. After a while, when his true nature has listened enough to the lectures and has understood the lectures, he will by himself wake up and do his duties. So true enough, this member later on, just one day he just joined lectures and he was listening very attentively, and this member later became a Tian Chuan Si also. He was even the one who succeeded our Tian Chuan Si, Zhang Tuan Tian Chuan Si in the US. So we should not look down at any member. Maybe this member is just taking his time. Maybe it is just not yet his time to cultivate. So one day when he wakes up, he will really perform what he has to do. So instead here, number 1, it says here that instead 第一医生作者与其你一直画你的后破咯，你不如说家己做出来做一个样，互人学你去做。像一个伊要爬到顶面，伊若一直画家己无去爬，别人嘛无要去爬，别人嘛是会说也辛苦也困难，阮也是做袂到。毋过你若要用你家己先去做，人在世看起说你有法通做出来，因嘛是有法通做出来。所以咱若要做一项代志，一定着先家己先做出来，互别人看。像另外一张相，看一个妈妈，伊对伊的一个囡仔，看伊妈妈对因阿妈也有好也好，所以自然这个囡仔后摆若大汉，伊嘛是会爬看因老母怎啊对因阿妈，这个囡仔后摆嘛是会安尼对因妈妈。所以一个囡仔若看起爸母对伊的翁公阿妈无好不孝，无孝顺。后摆这个囡仔一定也是会对因爸母顶摆怎啊做，伊也是对伊的爸母也是袂孝顺，所以每一项代志，咱就用咱家己去先去做，咱的囡仔，咱的后壁咧缀咱的人，才会也是会家己自愿会去做。So in the first picture here, it is said that we have to set the example. Instead of shouting to command others to do, it is better that we do and set example and let others follow. Just like this person, if he was just shouting without he himself climbing up the triangle, we are so sure that the other people will also say, we cannot do that. It is very difficult. It is impossible. But since the followers saw that he was able to climb up, then the rest will surely follow him, and they will have no other reason to complain or to say that they cannot do it. So that the next picture is about a little child that he sees what his mother is doing to the grandmother. So surely enough, when this child grew up, he will also do what his mother did to her parents. So this child, after he is a grown up and the mother is already an old woman, wouldn't need any other people to tell him what to do. He in his mind will know what he should do to treat his parents, because what he saw when he was young is already planted within his mind. So we have to always lead by example. So 咱即阵来讲啥啊？这是真正的学学啊！咱大家讲学学就是路马求道的，就是路马咧路马求着道，路马入来不长的。毋过咱才会知影说，伊说是入道较晚的呢，还是灵敏较晚的，还是互人引导入来做，这是叫做学学。所以咱就只讲老师甲咱讲说，所有也搁咧学道，也搁咧修道，也搁咧办道，也搁无跳出轮回的，也搁无解脱生死的，终成龙奖，都是叫做学学。咱茫说我比一个较早，我是别人的学学，毋过做比我较晚求道的，我就是因的前贤，毋是安尼讲的。咱龙奖，逐个人，咱都是叫家己做是好学，因为咱每一个人都还阁是需要接着仙佛的真理的指引，才有法通甲咱按白转到五。若无仙佛甲咱指引，咱根本就是定定还阁是毋知影，咱要怎啊跳出一个轮回。所以咱今仔日也福气，咱有法通求得道，咱有法通知影说，咱怎啊 才有法人修道，有法人去度人，有法人跳出一个生死的轮回。So everyone who are considered to be the followers, everyone who is still learning Tao, cultivating Tao, taking part in propagation of Tao, and is still within the cycle of the incarnation, we are all considered as the followers. We all need to be led by Buddha and saints through the truth, so as to be redirected from being lost to being enlightened. So we cannot say that when somebody, we have invited somebody to receive Tao, they are our followers. We cannot say that when I am already a lecturer and the rest, they cannot even go up the stage, so they are my followers. No. So everybody, we are still here. We are still in the cycle of reincarnation. We have to consider ourselves as follower. So 像咱的总领导电传师顶摆伊来目古律学学，就是有听起伊逐摆叫家己是学学，就算伊咧甲学学讲话，伊嘛是讲学学。伊若咧甲咱的电传师讲话，伊嘛是会说学学。所以唔是说伊已经是总领导电传师了，伊就是前贤，伊嘛是也阁将家己叫做是学学。所以咱阁较是着叫咱家己做学学。So one example is our 总领导电传师. When he was here during the 30th anniversary of our Cebu temple, we can always hear him calling himself as Ho Xue. Every time he starts speaking, he will always say Ho Xue, referring to himself. So with him being already the Zhongling Tao, why does he have to call himself Ho Xue? That is because he has understood a lot, and that he knows that everybody here on earth are still considered Ho Xue. Nobody is more advanced than anybody else, because we are all still within the cycle of reincarnation. So here,伊说诚实的尊前提许，就是要叫咱怎啊做啊？伊是第一，伊是说着好性发现；第二，着尊敬有道的人，向伊学习；第三，咱着知心下气；第四，咱着帮助众生，互每一个甲咱有缘的人都有法人提拔甲帮助，而且真实的超凡入圣，跳出一个轮回。所以第一条，咱等下搁再讲。第二条，尊敬有道的人，咱就向伊学习。一个人，咱就是昨仔有讲的，这个人虽然比咱较少岁，毋过伊已经学比咱较多咯，伊学比咱较紧咯，咱嘛是着叫伊做前贤。若是像说有一个道亲也做岁咯，毋过伊无啥咧，伊按道场伊无啥咧做啥物代志，而且伊嘛无啥咧伊嘛无啥学问，伊嘛无啥地位。毋过一个人因为伊已经岁数比咱较大，咱嘛是着尊敬伊，咱嘛是着叫伊做前贤。咱袂做说一个人较无地位，咱就无要尊敬伊。咱每一个人，咱都着对伊尊敬。虽然说一个人欠债毋捌理，咱有读到大学，这个人读到小学呢，我无需要尊敬伊，安尼咱就是毋对咯。咱有一个藏传电传师，这个就是咱美国旧金山中树道院的电传师，伊是咱蔡前辈的引导师，所以伊做咱电传，在做咱蔡前辈的引导师了。 到我迄日伊知影说咱的蔡前辈要清口，这个张团电传师伊嘛是赶紧落去清口，因为伊说我若无缀你清口，我是你唔出边做我，后摆你做我的电传师，我做你的后学，所以看去咱后壁的人已经有咧进步咯，咱嘛是着赶紧缀伊的脚步，赶紧行。So here. So here we say that we have to, how do we respect our elders and help our followers? We have to start by number 2 because number 1 we will discuss it later. We have to respect those who are more who have known more of the Tao principles more than us. We have to learn from them. We have to be humble, and also we have to help all sentient beings, because as we deal with everybody here who has affinity with us, we can help them and we can bring them, and we can be moving away from the cycle of reincarnation together. Just like maybe as we have mentioned a while ago, maybe a person is younger than us and he received Tao later than us, but because he has learned and is learning very fast, he has learned more than we do, we have to respect him. We have to call him Chen Xian. And another example is our Zhang Tuan Dian Chuan Si. He is a Dian Chuan Si of our Zhongshu Temple in San Francisco, USA. He was the one who invited our Cai Qianpei to receive Tao. So after but during the time when he invited our Cai Qianpei to receive Tao, he was still not a vegetarian. So on the day that he knew that our Cai Qianpei was already about to take the vow of vegetarianism, he quickly decided also that during that day he will also take the vegetarian vow, because if he will not do it on the same day as our Cai Qianpei, he will be left behind. And maybe later this person that I invited to the temple will become my Dian Chuan Si, and I will still be a nobody. So he strived very hard, and he knew that he has to set the same foot as our Cai Qianpei, who is really learning very fast. So, and also when we have any members who is very old, but this member is maybe not really servicing a lot in the temple, maybe he is not that wealthy, and maybe this person is not that much educated, but still, because he is older than we are, we have to give our respect to him. We do not say that since I am already a college graduate and he is just an elementary student level, I will not respect him. That is wrong. So 所以咱就要讲这个第一条，咱志工老师说的孝顺法贤的精神。咱孝顺法贤第一条，伊甲人讲说，咱唔能伫五花八门中追随随。这个就是甲人讲，咱唔通一直爱去短视行，唔通一直好奇，唔通一直爱要去看老爹，唔通说这项大家说好，我也是要缀伊去；这项大家说新的，我也是要伫新的。所以咱唔通一直去看遐奇奇怪怪的物件，咱就好好的学习，好好的学道母，看道母就怎啊去做，较才着怎啊去。什么代志着做，什么代志唔通做，反正这咱也是着一直学。所以咱有遮人有法人说，咱求着道了，咱发的愿，咱有豆去做。因为咱若一直缀别人去看怀 看老爹去看遐奇奇怪怪，咱的心一定无法通好好的来修道。所以伊第二条伊讲，咱要学道，嘛是着有一个精神，咱也福气有法通得着道。今仔日得着道了，这个道毋是随随便便说，咱得着就得着了啊。我福气我得着啊，所以我就得着了啊。咱也阁是着定定记伫头壳内，毋通说全放袂记哩。咱定定着该刻咧头壳内，说咱也福气得着一个机会，咱就毋通失去一个良机。咱就趁一个机会去较高，去结一个好缘，甲一个人结好缘，结好缘的就是说叫咱着去做好歹，出好心，讲好话，安尼咱较做较好，做较侪善事咧，做较侪好歹咧，咱咱几十年来。带来咱几十世人一直一直挖的坏业，咱才有法通甲消除，甲行掉。咱若无去照做，无照咱修道内面叫咱做的代志，咱的业毋但若袂减，也阁是会一世一世一直愈来愈深，愈来愈做。所以咱要怎啊倒去找咱的老母娘呢？所以咱着劝化善信，咱着劝别人，咱着互伊对道搁较有信心，对做好歹搁较有信心，而且咱也着去帮助贫困的人。一个贫困的人，咱毋通想说是着去帮助怀较无钱的人，还是怀较无能力的人。贫困的人有几啊款，一款就是物质上伊欠。就是伊较无钱，伊无厝，伊无车，这个是贫困。还佫一项，就是伊精神生活中有欠，伊是个无形的欠，伊行袂出来，因为伊就是伊还佫袂明白，伊也佫无明理，伊毋知影说伊生命中迄条路的目标伫倒落，伊袂晓行，所以咱。一个人，咱就是着需要去来帮忙，毋通说咱若要帮忙，还无钱的，无钱的，咱互伊钱，互伊衫，互伊食，迄个咱至少是有会祝福。So，也佫有咱佫讲脱伊了，再讲英文咯。每一个人来到这个世间顶，都有咱的使命，咱来，毋是说咱白来，就是来到这个世间顶。了，等咱要去倒去的时，就是咱倒去咯。咱每一个人来之前，咱都有带一个使命来，说咱来是要来创啥的。所以咱也福气，咱有求着道，应该咱来就是要来修道，要来导人甲成全人。所以咱照一个目标去行，应该咱着好好的去行，好好的去做，因为咱若无去做。咱就是代表说，咱是失落，就是说咱无去做咱应该做的代志，咱就无法通去完成咱无法通去完成咱应该做的，迄个就是变做咱的一个累赘，咱定定着夹拽夹咧，夹野重，夹每世一世夹来夹去，也阁是定定着夹咧，而且这个咱这个职务。咱来的使命到我一日搭，咱嘛是一定着完成，咱才有法通倒去到咱老母娘的身边。所以咱毋一世就好好修，好好成全人，好好导人成全人，好好家己修。咱人一世人，人将咱所有的业，人有赶紧人甲行了。第四就是咱的前言。咱的前贤，咱的点传师，咱的领导点传师，咱的老点传师，真正用力，真正用心咧付出，就是要栽培咱做后学。伊要互咱，伊要栽培咱，互咱明理，互咱会晓说怎啊做，怎啊去修道。所以咱做后学也福气，咱有做前贤人咧教咱，咧指引咱。虽然说咱无法通一下就100%会做啊也好势，毋过咱嘛是也着尽咱的力，尽咱 ladyong kita chut sige te itpo inila na o te itpo lan ju tao tao kia tao tao o tao hiao lan na tao chi po to nam tao chi po to bo be ta chu ki lan me chua o lan me chua u hua lang chong lan ne lan lan mai chu si hi sun tua la e ge guan e su biang me chua ki zui chu lai lan jo ki di se lan kiu to si lan no wat chap be tua guan ge chap be lan tao ki zui ka chi di ta lan ja u hua lang se u dang chi tiong sinh chắc lang khi cao thổ lan net la wu niu. So here we have to discuss how about how we 孝圣法贤 is done. So number one, this should be it should not be different professions. It should be that we should not linger in the different colorful places and things around us. That whenever we see other people in a very happy place, in a very happy profession, in a very high paying business, we follow them. We will leave what they are doing and we will follow other people's. So it says here that we should not be very we should not always like to be with crowds. We should not always go to where other people are going. We should not be very curious about different things that we are not familiar with. We should instead be cultivating. We have to learn our temple our temple rules. We have to know our rituals, and we have to memorize and know the step-by-step of how to do our offerings. We have to know them very well. That little by little, we can know what we should do, and we can know that what we have to perform, so that we can at least do what we are here for. Now, number two, have high spirits in Tao cultivation. After receiving Tao, do not let go of this precious opportunity. Take advantage of it to create good affinities with everyone, to encourage everyone to have confidence in Tao, and to do good deeds, and also to help the needy. So we have to be very confident that in doing everything, we should not look at everything as very difficult, as something that we cannot achieve. We should be on the positive side. We should think positive. We should try to learn what we have to learn, try to do what we have to do in order to help in a temple, or and also to cultivate ourselves. And also the last phrase here is to help the needy. When we say the needy, there are different kinds of needy people. Some needy people, they lack money, they lack resources, they do not have much money, they do not have houses, they do not have clothes. We can help them by providing them this. But another kind of needy people, they are the ones who are lost from their directions in life. We can see that every place, in every country, there are those homeless people. These homeless people are not exactly as we think, that they only lack money. Some of them, they are just lost. They do not know where to go, and they do not know how to go about their life. That's why they do not anymore strive for themselves. So these people, we have to help them to gain back their right direction in life. So number 3 here, it says, everybody came in this world with a specific mission. If one cannot fulfill them now, then you have neglected your duty. Then it will become a burden forever for you. And in the end, you will still have to accomplish them. So every one of us, we do not say that I was just given birth by my mother and then I am here. No, we are here because we are given specific missions. That's why we were born into this world. And more because and more that we are born to be human, we should know that we are given missions when we came here. So when we cannot fulfill our mission during this lifetime, it will become a burden. So lifetime after lifetime, this burden will become heavier and heavier and heavier until one day we can no longer bring them with us. But if we can take this chance, take this opportunity of ours, that we are very lucky that we are in this Tao, in the Tao family, that we were able to receive Tao, we have to understand that we have to fulfill our missions. Especially when we receive our Tao, on the day when we receive Tao, we have vowed for the 10, we have taken the 10 vows. So those 10 vows were the least that we should accomplish. So little by little, let us accomplish these vows so that when the time comes that we are going back to our Heavenly Mother, we can at least show her our a sort of report card that we have of what we have done. We do not say that it's okay because I have already received Tao. It's okay that I do not do anything for income cultivation. So at the end, it says here that if you do nothing, in the end, you will still have to accomplish them. So why not accomplish them now, here and now that we have the opportunity? So it is very important that during our during this lifetime, we have to do our best, especially in our cultivation and in our helping our temple works. Number 4, our predecessors have done a lot to mentor us. As a follower, if we cannot perform our duties in the perfect 100%, but at least we should put out our first step. Keep in mind our original vow, try to do our best to fulfill it. So here, it says that since as we were born, we have already brought with us missions to accomplish. And our Lao Tian Chansi, our Tian Chansi were very merciful and compassionate that they were doing everything they can just to mentor us and to help us to do what we should do, to understand our duties and that and everything that we have to do. So if we cannot expect ourselves to do and perform them at 100%, at least we should put out our first step so that as we have put out our first step, we will start doing and accomplishing our vows. So if without putting out the first step, we can never start and accomplish anything. So one example, when we say that our predecessors are very compassionate in mentoring us and helping us and guiding us, one example is our Zhang Lao Qianren. During the time when conducting lecture in Taiwan was really difficult, what he did, he have to look for very many different ways and means in order just to conduct lecture to let the members be enlightened. So what he did was he had to hire a tourist bus, and then he will invite the Taochins to go on a trip with him. So when the bus was full with Taochins, they will already go somewhere with a specific destination. So as the bus starts to travel, our Zhang Lao Qianren will also start his lecture in the bus. You can see how difficult it is to conduct lecture standing in the moving bus, but he was doing it every time they have this arrangement that they will go somewhere, and then he will start his lecture in the bus. And then when our Lao Qianren starts the lecture in the bus on their way to some destination, on the way back home, another Tian Transi will also stand up and do lectures. So every time they have the chance, they will do that. So why do our Lao Tian Transi our Zhang Lao Qianren has to do that? Because he was trying his very best for us to understand and to cultivate. Sige si Zhang Lao Qianren Tingman Taiwan hit Kwa Ko 时阵就是无法人随便说有法人开班讲道理。咱的张老前人非常的自卑，伊就是一直爱要成全道亲，所以伊想啊真侪办法，农种的办法伊都想了，到啊，其中一个办法就是伊租一顶游览车，一顶游览车伊就招啊遐侪道亲来参加，就是说咱要去某一个所在去运咯。所以顶游览车坐啊满，车就开始行路啊。车驶时行的时，咱的老前人无说坐咧等到我一个所在。伊按车咧，车开始行，伊就开始徛起来按遐。车一直摇，伊嘛是一直讲，伊就开始讲道理，成全道亲。所以咱有看，咱会知影说，咱的老前人是非常的疼惜咱做道亲，一直想办法要互咱明理，互咱知影说要怎啊去做道母，互咱看明白说要怎啊开创道母。所以老前人若是像咱会讲说按都无法人都艰苦，无法人开班讲道理，咱就无按讲咯，后摆才讲咯。毋过咱着看，咱着缀咱的老前人的脚步，伊即项无法人做，就会想别项来要成全道亲。像咱的美红助理，即阵咱咧，就是咱若是无法人开班，咱嘛无法人面对面来教咱的道亲。所以咱的助理嘛是也自卑，伊就是叫几个亲口道亲，咱逐摆都教做亲口道亲的清谈经，托做道亲有法人家己会晓清谈，所以后摆咱若无电传师伫咱的佛堂，每一间佛堂若有一个道亲会晓清谈，每一间佛堂都有法人伫咱的大典还是伫时阵，每一间佛堂都有法人清谈。所以咱袂做咧说无后摆才去做咯，毋通一直咱毋通找无法的道理理由，咱着找按无法找一个有法的方法出来做。Just like our sister Lucy, during this time of the pandemic, she also look for ways and means to help our members. She has invited a few of our members who has already taken the vegetarian vows to study and learn and memorize the Qing Tan Jing. That whenever time that we should do the Qing Tan in the temple and there is no Tianchuansi around, every temple can still do the Qing Tan through these members. 所以咱直接说准前提后是要叫咱学什么啊？准前提后第一项，伊要叫咱着放下五节；第二，尊敬贤贤；第三，提拔孝学；第四，慈悲一切有缘的人。所以，咱要怎啊放下五节啊？放下我执。第一简单的就是，毋通一直想我，要怎啊按咱的道义，咱才会为什么咱会叫我叫做孝学？迄个就是将我放下，将家己称作孝学，迄个就是一个教咱放下我执的 example。咱着尊敬咱的前贤，而且咱着提拔咱的孝学。咱电传师。咱的提拔孝学，咱的长老前人王拜有一个奋斗的道亲，这个道亲无牵手，而且伊无牵手了，伊常常因为迄阵艰苦无法人开班，所以咱的老前人怎啊做？伊就是将这个昆都的道亲叫做陈阿美的道亲，逐日该叫伫身边，教伊拜拜，教伊三教经典，逐日一直教，到啊一日啊，这个昆都的道亲，毋 學也牛講道理，嘛也牛道人成全人。這個道親老馬變做咱天會單位的老領導電傳師。這個昆道的電傳師，伊的校學有40-50位，已經是電傳師的咯。所以就是說，咱唔茫說要關人。雖然這個道親伊就無看手，伊也無曉道母，不過咱的老前人夾咧身邊，一直教，一個袂曉半項唔捌，袂曉三教經典，袂曉拜拜，袂曉攏講佛堂內面的代志的人，落尾變做一個，落尾嘛變做一個老領導電傳師。所以咱若要教校學，咱就一直用心去甲伊教，去甲成全。So here is how do we go about the respecting our elders and mentor our followers? Number one, we have to let go of persistent and attached self. Number two, respect our elders. Lead, guide, and support the followers. Be compassionate to all whom we have affinity with. So we have to let go of our attached self. So many of us, or most of us, we are so attached with ourselves. We always make ourselves first before anything else. So that's why in the temple, we do not call ourselves as I or me. We call ourselves as Ho Xue. Just like I mentioned a while ago, even our Zhongling Dao Dian Chuan Si, when they speak to us, who is nobody, they will still call themselves as Ho Xue. If we can let go of the me, of the I, then we will be we can be learning more and doing more for others, and we can also cultivate more and help others more. So we have to respect our elders. We have to lead, guide, and support the followers, just like our Zhang Lao Qianren. Before, it was also during the time when lecture was not allowed in Taiwan, that he has Kun Tao Qing, a female member who was not married. So at first, this member doesn't even know how to perform the rituals, the offering rituals. She doesn't even know the different scriptures. So our Zhang Lao Qianren always invite her to be with him, and he will teach her the different rituals and different offerings, all the things that has to be learned in the temple. He taught her, and then he taught her also the different sutras that later on this female member has become a very good lecturer. She turned to be a very good lecturer. She was very good in ferrying people. He was very good in training people and helping others. And then later on, she even became the Lao Ling Tao Tian Chuan Si of the Tianhui Tanwei of our Taiwan temple. And after her, there were followers who came after her, under her, whom she trained. That became the 40 to 50. She trained 40 to 50 Tian Chuan Sis after her. So that was how our Zhang Lao Qianren was really very compassionate in training everybody. He will never look down or select anybody, but he will take the chance to do everything that he can to help each and every one of us. So, kinaam lan ete di tiao 就是講啊到一位咱若講無好嘅，還是唔對嘅所在，請善佛師做請咱嘅電傳師講學補充。Tonight, our number 2 in our 15 Buddha rules and regulations will end here. Next time, when there's a chance, we will again start and learn about the third item in our 15 Buddha rules. If I've said anything wrong, hope our Buddhas and saints will forgive me, and I hope that our Tianchuansi will also add to what I have lacked. 谢谢各位 Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Swan Swan. 来，请咱的蔡点传师给咱慈悲指导补充。点传师，来，请咱的点传师给咱慈悲。
音无有听到声音无？
有啦，有啦。
各位早晨好暗暝。
Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat.
首先感谢周点老师田点老师主编又有这个机会踮咧遮做一个结班的示导。
Magpapasalamat ang ating Master Chai sa Master Joe kay Tian Tian Chuan Shi na binigyan siya ng pagkakataon na magsabi ng conclusion sa topic ni Sister Swan Swan.
那么今仔日宣传这篇道理要点是讲咱每一个人徛伫所有的道群面前，咱每一个人拢是合法。
Ang pinagtatalakayan ni Sister Swan Swan ay tungkol sa bawat isa sa atin ay mga junior.
所以咱每一个人咱家己称呼家己叫做合法。
Bawat sa atin, ang tawag natin sa ating sarili ay junior.
但是咧，因为求道也是讲做道务咧，接到这个道务的任务有头前有后壁，所以才有分别叫做前贤甲後客。
Dahil ang pagkatapos natin makatanggap ng tao, tayong lahat ay bawat isa sa atin ay may mga mas nauna sa atin makatanggap ng tao at mas huli. At madami tayong mga responsibilidad na dapat gawin. Kaya may tinatawag tayong senior and junior.
其实重心是平等的，哪有啥物叫前，啥物叫做後，是無安尼分別啦，
Pero ang sa totoo lang, ang lahat ng sentient being ay pantay-pantay. Bakit mayroong tinatawag na junior and senior?
当然，就是要教咱讲，咱做一位修道要学道的人，咱就是要學謙虛，學知心下氣。
Kaya bilang isang tao cultivator, dapat matuto tayong lahat na matuto na maging magpakumbaba at maging compassionate.
所以咱对比咱較早明白道理的人，比咱較早行入道門的人，咱來尊敬，叫做尊前。對比咱較後壁的，咱就是愛聽惜，愛提拔，叫做提好。所以咱15條佛規的第2條叫做尊前提好。
Kaya ang mga mas nauna sa atin na makatanggap ng tao ay ang tawag natin sa kanila bilang paggalang sa kanila, ang tawag natin sa kanila ay senior, at ang mga mas nahuli sa atin na makatanggap ng tao ay kailangan nating mahalin sila at turuan ng mga tamang natutunan din natin. Kaya ang tawag sa kanila ay junior.
Ano mga對後壁迄掛人甲我哋甲後尾禮拜迄掛人，咱就只愛當作咱的下輩，咱的咱的迄個時勢安尼甲聽著，甲牽成。
Kaya yung mga mas huli mga nahuli kaysa sa atin na makatanggap ng tao, kailangan natin silang mahalin.
對平咱較早修的咧，平咱較早有迄個能力的咧，咱就是愛尊敬。那麼尊敬的頭一個表現的，就是講咱這個香香拜拜，還是講這個拜拜的時陣咧，平咱較早的擺頭前。
Kaya ang mga mas nauna sa atin na makatanggap ng tao ay kailangan natin sila igalang at pag meron tayong pag nagpapaypay sa temple or dapat natin sila ang nasa unahan.
所以吼，咱若要学什么叫做尊前提休咧，咱干那学串前辈就知影。学咱的吼，咱菲律宾吼中树导因的迄个开荒点传师吼串前辈，咱就知影什么叫做尊前提休。
Kaya para natin malalaman kung paano ano ang tinatawag na follow the senior and lead the junior. Kaya tignan lang natin ang ating Chai Chenpei. Malalaman na natin kung ano ang ang ibig sabihin ng follow the senior and lead the junior.
蔡前辈吼，伊修道6个月，伊就全考啊，修第2张表文全考咯，安定咯。
After 6 months na pakatanggap ng ating Chai Chenpei ng tao, after 6 months siya ay nagpanata na sa pagiging vegetarian at nagpanata ng makaroon ng temple sa bahay.
他即马迄个宣传有讲到啦，因为伊即个题目吼是昨日才摕到，本来今仔日毋是开班，所以吼。 我要甲伊讲较清楚阵，可能伊嘛毋是讲真清楚，所以我即马做一个补充吼。
Dahil actually, ngayong gabi, ang magtatalakay sa atin ay iba nating kapatid dahil mayroon lang importanteng nangyari kaya na-postpone. Kaya biglaan si Sister Shuan na lang ang biglang nag-lecture ngayon. Kaya ang explanation natin sa kanya ng ating master ay medyo hindi niya nakuha kaagad. Kaya uulitin ng ating Master Chai ang pagkwento tungkol kay ating Chai Chenpei.
Chai Chenpei吼，蔡前辈伊个伊的音波书吼，导伊来拜拜，就是音波书并还未全考。
Ang introducer and guarantor ng ating Chai Chenpei, nung ini-invite pa niya, inihikayat pa niya si Chai Chenpei makatanggap ng tao, ay ito ay hindi pa siya nakapanata sa pagiging vegetarian.
伊知影这几个这咯，叫做尊前提休，伊知影哦，这音波书知影，张团前辈伊知影。那么这个点，迄讲伊安顿吼清考的时阵咧。 伊就说讲我袂做你无清考咯，因为我若无清考的时阵，我后摆来烧香拜拜的时阵，我做个引宝书的人，来必点的吼拜拜伫咧，互我引宝的人后壁，所以伊全考，我就爱陪伊全考。
Kaya nung ang ating Chai Chenpei ay nag-open na siya ng Holy House Temple, ang kanyang introducer na si Master Chang. At that time ay hindi pa siya nakatanggap ng tao. Pero nung nagpanata na sa ang ating Chai Chenpei ng paka-vegetarian, sabi niya, parang mali. Ako ang nakihikayat kay Chai Chenpei makatanggap ng tao. And then pag nasa paypay, hindi ba sa paypay natin, sa etiquette ng ceremony, meron tayo Chenshan na sa harapan. Kaya parang gusto niya, sabi niya parang mali. Para siya pa ang nasa hulihan. Kaya napatanggap na rin siya ng panata sa pagkaka-vegetarian si Master Chang.
所以这张传前人甲蔡前辈这个关系，就是一个尊前的一个关系。
Kaya ang ating Chai Chenpei at saka si Master Chang ay yun ang tinatawag na follow the senior and lead the junior.
那么提休咧吼，就是咱就拄仔就讲到吼，蔡前辈有一个休学，伊叫做小五的中堂这位吼就伊小五的电机里嘛捌伊。
Kaya sa lead the junior, si Chai Chenpei meron siyang isang junior na si
吴仲雄点传师阮拢甲伊称呼伊 nickname 叫做小五的吼。那么是吴中雄点传师即嘛嘛是讲做到我俩嘛，迄个美国中树导伊的老点传师嘛吼。那么伊新兴迄个 会求道，就是讲啊，带前辈去，因为这买米粉啊，看即个人中吼，啊，佫漂泊咯，啊，甲带入来道场啊，两个阿嬷啊，共一工求道，啊，求道以后咧，就是甲就是甲伊宣传啊，然后开班就互伊来听道理啦，吼。那么即个人吼，啊，佫袂明理以前吼，真有拄面，啊，就有人讲啊，即个人来讲道理，拄面足歹看。啊，带前辈就讲啊，袂要紧啦。即摆吼，伊个拄面是伊个身躯个拄面啦，但是伊个肉体个拄面啦，但是伊个本性个人性无拄面啦。等有一天吼，伊精神咯，伊就含伊个肉体就袂拄面啦。
Ang ating Chai Chempe, meron siya isang junior na dahil sa gusto niyang invite na makatanggap itong junior na to, na makatanggap ng tao, ay lagi siya bumibili ng flowers sa kanila. Kaya, kasi nakita ng ating Chai Chempe, itong taong na to ay talagang mabait, honest, kaya talagang pinilit niya mahikayat. Pero nahikayat din, na-encourage din ni Chai Chempe itong tao na to. Kaya after na makatanggap ng tao, nag-a-attend naman ng lecture. Pero itong sa lecture, laging tulog. Lagi natutulog sa lecture. Sabi ni Chai Chempe, hindi bale, ang katawang physical body niya lang ang tulog, pero ang kanyang mind niya ay gising na gising siya. Kaya pag dumating ang isang tamang oras, siya ay matatauhan na siya. At ngayon, dumating ang tamang panahon, siya ay natauhan. Kaya sa bandang huli, siya ay naging isang master, si Master U, at ngayon ay nasa Amerika din siya.
所以用即款听俗，虔诚的心的学法到一个会变做道中的人才老师的好徒弟老母娘的好囝儿。
Kaya ang pagmamahal natin sa isang junior at pagtuturo natin sa isang junior ay sa balang araw siya ay magiging isang mabait na anak ng ating Panginoong may kapal, ang ating magiging disciples ng ating Chikong Buddha.
那么顶个你咧开会的时阵郑瑞明学长有讲一句话希望大家会记得这句话。伊讲为什么菲律宾的道亲大家拢真正袂甲迄个带前辈放袂记，真正少年带前辈，因为带前辈就是用性命的办道，用性命的宣传道亲。
Last time, dahil nag-meeting kami nila Brother Peter Cheng, and then meron sinabi si Brother Peter Cheng na bakit lahat ng mga disciples ni Chikong Buddha dito sa Pilipinas, bakit hindi nila makalimutan si Chai Chempe? Dahil si Chai Chempe, ang pag-propagate niya ng tao ay talagang galing sa kanyang puso. Ang pag-propagate niya ng tao ay galing sa kanyang pawis at dugo at sincerity.
因为咱明白道理以后，就知影讲，每一位前辈者拢用这款的苦心，用这款的爱心，来宣传每一个学校，每一个后壁的道亲，互咱这个道有法度一代搁一代一直传落去。
Kaya dahil alam natin ang mga senior natin na intindihan na nila ang tao, kaya ang pag-propagate nila ng tao ay talagang ginagamitan nila ang pawis, dugo at pagmamahal, unconditional love ang binibigay niya sa mga junior upang ipagpatuloy ang pagpapalaganap ng tao.
那么每一位不管长老前人也好，带前辈也好每一位点传师也好，拢是用这款的心来办道务那么咱即马伫个即个疫情的时阵呢，咱嘛袂做你甲即款前辈者的苦心，甲放袂记。咱嘛爱学因即款的精神尊前提学。
Kaya kahit ang ating Changlao Chenren, ang ating Chai Chempe, ang lahat ng mga master natin, kahit sila ang talaga, ang linalabas nila ay ang kanilang pawis at dugo at ang lahat ng kanilang sincerity. Kaya kahit sa ganitong pandemic, sa COVID-19 na to, kailangan hindi natin dapat sila ikalimutan, kailangan natin ipagpatuloy ang kanilang mga pawis sa dugo sa pagpapalaganap ng tao, kailangan ipagpapatuloy pa rin natin.
虽然咱无法度见面，伫迄个空中见面，但是咱即个前辈者爱心、疼惜的心，一定要时时刻刻放在心肝内底，甲伊传落去，甲你道路传落去。
Kaya kahit hindi tayo nakikita-kita ng personal, pero nandito lang tayo sa through Zoom, kaya kailangan ang pagmamahal ng ating mga senior, mga junior, mga senior sa atin, kailangan ipagpapatuloy natin, huwag natin kalimutan ang mga sacrifice ng ating mga senior.
咱今日感谢宣传助理，甲咱讲迄个15条福规的第2条。
Kaya pasalamatan ng ating Sister Shuan sa pagtatalakay ng 15 Buddha's discipline na follow the seniors and lead the junior.
希望各位道尊大家身體健康，歡喜充滿。
Sana, ang sabi ng ating master na sana tayo ay makaroon ng sa malusog na pangangatawan at maging masaya po tayong lahat.
好好照顧家己的身軀，好好照顧家己的心，好好關照家己的靈性。
Alagaan natin mabuti ang ating pangangatawan, ang ating Buddha nature, kailangan pangalagaan din natin.
多謝各位，祝各位道尊晚安。
Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat at magandang gabi po muli sa inyong lahat.